Ever felt the need for a break?
It's quiet, there's nobody here. I can just be out here by myself in nature.
A chance to step away.
There's something about connecting with the earth as I'm running over it that's pretty joyful.
Regain your footing.
You feel free, you feel relaxed, you feel disconnected from, I would say, the busyness of just all the things in front of you every day.
And realize that some things in life are just much bigger than we initially thought.
I think we live in a culture where it's pull up your bootstraps and just get it done, and life's hard, and that whole narrative of be tough, and the grittier, the more you go through, the stronger you are, and I think it's a lie. I think the strong people are the ones that are asking help, and the friends that are standing by them to give that help or to point them in the right direction.
Tommy Byrne knows what it means to deal with issues surrounding mental health. It's a hard trail to navigate, especially when the person whose footsteps we're told to follow are lost themselves.
I lost a father to suicide when I was 18, and I compared my own mental health journey to his for the longest time, where I wasn't that bad, is what I would always say. And I realized I was white knuckling it through a lot of situations when I didn't need to be. And I remember vividly finally reaching a breaking point where I knew I needed support, and I knew I needed to ask for help, and I was scared.
Tommy helped create Bigger Than the Trail, an organization that uses trail running as a platform to advocate for mental health.
Bigger Than the Trail came because my own mental health journey and my passion for trail running. So around the time that I found trail running, I took my own mental health serious and got diagnosed with bipolar, and I really had a support system in my life with people and family and friends, and I knew that some people didn't have that in their life, and I wanted to find a way to make sure people felt supported.
Through running, the group has helped over 500 people across the country with issues concerning mental health. The goal is not to act as a substitute for therapy or medical attention, but to serve as a stepping point to get the help needed.
What we really advocate for Bigger Than the Trail is, as positive as running is, we want to also build community and give people access to professional support, so that if running was ever taken away from them, whether injury or age or anything, they have tools in their toolbox to continue to have healthy mental health dialogue and conversations.
It's by building community that Bigger Than the Trail has created the most strides.
Being able to see the things that you struggle with in someone else, and seeing not only do they also struggle with it, but they also succeed. And looking at someone else and saying, hey, you struggle with the same things that I do, and you are out there just running an awesome life. You are running your world, and I can do that too. And knowing that they're going to be there to support you and have your back is incredible.
To determine success, you could point to the 1,500 months of free counseling the group has provided people. An incredible feat. But it's probably not the best way to measure their impact. The best way is by asking this question: what does Tommy Byrne mean to you?
Tommy changed my life. I don't know that I tell him that enough. But I had some other traumatic life, like severe losses and real grief. And Tommy's one of the few people who made me feel like it's going to be okay eventually. Being able to know that I could reach out to folks and say, hey, I'm having a really hard time sleeping tonight. These things have happened and had cascading negative effects in my life. But they really helped me to see that it's not going to be forever.
Tommy means a lot to me. Tommy is a guy who I can reach out to anytime and say, hey, I need a hand. I just need somebody to cheerlead me. I need somebody to hear me. He's the guy I could reach out to and say, hey, I'm really anxious about this, and I just need somebody to hype me up and tell me it's going to be okay. We don't have to have this super connection to know that I can always reach out to him.
I'm not a person that wants it to be about me, but it's an important topic, and I think that as unique as I wish my story was, all of these people have been affected by mental health, whether it be themselves or through family or friends, and I think that is why this is important and why it matters and why it's worth continuing to fight and put the work in. So it does feel good, but it's more about the big picture than how I feel.
There are several different trails in life, some dark, some are narrow, and some so overgrown we can barely tell what direction they're leading us. It's through others we can start to find our bearings. Light seeps in, the path widens, things thin out, and we slowly become much bigger than the trail we're running on.
No matter what you're facing, you're bigger than that. You're more than your diagnosis. You're more than the endurance sport or race that you have in front of you. You're bigger than whatever's in front of you.